When I watched Decision to Live, I couldn't help but associate it with Hitchcock's Vertigo. It's fun to play these two films side by side, but I would like to say that Decision to Live is no more photocopy. It's taking the profound and ambiguous insights of Vertigo and channeling them into something new. So in this essay, I will analyze one of the most representative sequence in this film. I'm not going to analyze in what ways the editing of this sequence is similar to Hitchcock's style. Rather, I will focus on the ways in which the editing contributes effectively to the narrative under this style. Decision to Live is a romantic story under a newer shell. Actor Park Hae plays Hae-jin, a scrupulous detective who has a strong sense of professional pride, is continually attracted to his suspect, Soleil, played by Tang Wei, and eventually breaks down in the dilemma of duty and love. In this sequence, Hae-jin as the police is investigating the suspect, Soleil, outside her workplace. But is this police routine, or is this Hae-jin's selfless admiration for Soleil? The acting idea of these clips gave us an answer. The first thing I noticed was the shift between the subjective and objective POV. As Hae-jin's assistant leaves and car door closes, the camera jumps cut directly to Soleil, actually the content of Hae-jin's binoculars. The editing omits a series of Hae-jin's movements and instead shows the audience directly what is in the binoculars. Moreover, the music suddenly started to play, signifying that after the assistant leaves, the romantic snoping of Hae-jin begins. This allows the audience to quickly bring in Hae-jin's perspective and his emotions. Hae-jin's gaze is aggressive and curious. Then the shots switch constantly between the shot of Hae-jin holding the binoculars and the Soleil in the binoculars. This rhythmic jump cut actually creates a sense of tension and mystery, just like the relationship between two people. And it was nothing that the view of Hae-jin Asia cut list keeps getting smaller and smaller, and it feels like Hae-jin is getting closer and closer, trying to break through the binoculars. It's not difficult to recall the shower scene in Hitchcock's Psycho, which uses a similar Asia jump cut. Up to this point, Hae-jin is watching Soleil every move from an objective perspective, but with a series of Asia cuts, the objective surroundings of Hae-jin disappear, leaving only a close-up of the binoculars. And with a snap scene, Hae-jin magically breaks through the binoculars and is in the same place as Soleil. Through dynamic cutting, the objective perspective converts into a subjective one. Hae-jin doesn't really enter the house, but his mind has long since flown to Soleil. In next shot, the editor's choice of sound and shots also tell us this is a man's romantic fantasy about a woman rather than a detective investigation of a suspect. Now we can't hear any sound in this place like moving feet, and the sound of Soleil talking and the birds chirping all disappeared. We can only hear Hae-jin's breathing. The editor's choice of sound here is quite clever. This suggests that the image that appears at this point is in fact the subjective imagination of Hae-jin. In reality, the two people are still in different places. Next is a close-up shot of Soleil's features, from lips to eyes, observed close together. It's not a safe distance, but an extremely ambiguous one. Then Hae-jin is smelling Soleil, observing Soleil reading her diary, teasing birds. And when we think about it further, we can find that all these actions of Soleil in Hae-jin's eyes are the opposite of a crime. All the movements are normal things that a woman would do at home. At this point in Hae-jin's mind, Soleil is no longer a suspect but an attractive woman. Finally, the editor applies another quick snaps out to pull Hae-jin back into actual objective place, also symbolizes the end of the imagination. I would like to say Park Chan-wook is a temporary Hitchcock. When he toys around with interplays in gazes and cuts in a highly articulate form of thematic language, which adeptly and fluidly guides viewers through the investigation and the detective thought processes.